As we saw in our last session, the Aimless spoke with and sorted out the unfortunate series of events that occurred with the Yeti as they dropped the hooded individual that had ties to Simic. They were able to calm down and explain the situation to the Yetis, who had, um, I guess, lost the charm that was placed upon them from the disciples of the snake. Having snapped out of their haze, they were brought to terms with what transpired between them and the neighboring settlements, one Tordia and one a new developing settlement by the dwarves, as they wrestled with the reality of what transpired. The Aimless pressed on and made their way to Tordia, contacting a guard that had previously been uh, in touch with them and tasked them with sorting out the affair. Shortly thereafter, the guard assembled a number of troops and they pressed on to engage the Yeti. Having been able to speak and understand with the Yeti, the guard, becoming emotional, voiced his concerns and expressed himself in a very unbecoming manner. Before departing, a few members of the Aimless gave a little piece of their mind to the guard and departed. As we rejoin the Aimless now, they stand just moments after the guards have left.
Oh, station we ever had.
May have lost my cool a little bit.
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, and to chime in a little bit for the people watching on YouTube, Hero Forge just updated, and there's a partnership with TaleSpire. So two of the characters, Nim and Angle, have updated their tokens, their minis. Here is Nim. Here is the new Angle. Okay, sorry. Go on.
I was actually during your little like that's probably good, like good quality game for them.
What? I just sat there and flipped that off, flipped that on him.
Yeah, like I guess I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind like that, but so good thing you can.
Thanks, Nick.
No, actually, honestly, like I'm impressed. Yeah, so
Yeah, I guess I have to take it back. Seeing as how they did not want it.
I mean, Art didn't get it, but what he said there, Arvin, they'll be thankful for. Art wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Grant can take the big one together, and then pretty little.
Yeah, I'm down.
Not it. Just
I'll carry it.
yeah.
Right. Right, you're having a move.
Who, me? No, I'm good.
No.
Oh, no, Lena. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay. Let's go.
As the Aimless begin collecting the crates, they try to speak softly to a somewhat agitated Lena. Okay. I'll just make these boxes invisible. No, I won't. That doesn't work. That's fine. Okay. And you guys are going down to the region. Okay.
Base is open. Now I'm facing the sun, but the shield isn't.
Oh. Let's see. Hey. Okay, cool. Never mind. I did something clicking rather than dragging. Okay. Nim is already on the other side. Lena just popped over. And angle. Where's the E's? Got it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. What?
How about now?
I just had an error message pop up.
I did.
Eh? Don't move. Don't move. Nope, I deleted them. Okay.
Out now. Start the same one here, or
This is just a random guard. I believe, yeah, this guard was part of the, um, I guess, posse, if you will, that joined you. So he was one of the guys in the back. So he's familiar with kind of who you guys are and the situation that's transpired.
I do you want this? But sorry.
I've kind of been under order not to accept the food. It's kind of a tricky situation, and I'm smart enough not to get into the middle of it.
But is that true? Are your people, starving?
Uh, Food is a necessity, but I believe we can regain the trade routes to make their way.
Well, okay. Yeah, but I see how it's not your decision. So, right.
Yeah. Personally, I am kind of hungry, but I
Under
can't make. I have been given orders to allow you to pass, though, if you so should choose.
Yeah. Have. Well, I mean, charge anyway. This year then.
Okay. I'll set them down.
What kind of food? Like kind of fresh stuff that would
Rations.
bag, or is
Yeah.
rations?
Rations and yeah.
Take them if they don't want them.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So, like a number of rations. Bag of holding.
Between if you're all together, it's about 12 rations. Are you dropping them here, or are you just putting them into your bag and discarding the boxes, or what's the sitch?
My bag of holding. Yeah, like boxes right next to the card, maybe like out of the way. Turn them into charcoal, Lena.
I wouldn't do that too close to
Yeah,
Show me where you want them.
maybe like
Yeah.
Are
back
you
here.
talking behind my back?
What?
What are you guys murmuring about?
I'm just wondering if like some like to have charcoal.
Oh yeah, sure.
Burn them then.
Burning them now, or putting them aside, or
Yeah, let's clear a bit and burn them where we're not at risk. Fire.
okay.
bending them by burning up their boxes.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patch of dirt.
Alright. You're gonna build a fire?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some fire.
Properly make charcoal. How does it work? We'd have to like dig a hole and set it on fire and then kind of cover it. Air doesn't get right.
I'll say you can just burn it, and I mean, if you want to do the
Whoa. Hey.
okay,
Yeah, it will.
so cool. Right there, the boxes catch fire, and after about, I'd say 15-20 minutes, they turn to ash and kind of clumped together, cooled down. You've got some charcoal. I don't know how the actual method of charcoal works, but that's how it works.
Right. I'll collect it for very gather up her charcoal and
Okay.
Thanks, Nim.
Okay.
Why are you stuttering? Are you okay?
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna head on through.
Okay. Fire still going, or
I mean, went out and became charcoal, right? Or is it still burning?
okay? So. Okay. As you begin approaching, you hear kind of faint sounds of wailing and occasional calls of screams.
Inside the city?
Yeah, as you approach this door.
Okay.
Door opens as the guards kind of anticipate your arrival, and there you go. Can you guys go through? Oh, really? Goink. Lena's still trying. Okay. And all along, you're seeing like guards here and there, kind of walking around, but not as many as you would imagine. That should be here, at least. As you get to this general area, you do see like what appears to be right here, like scrapes and scuffs. You see like faint pieces or faint kind of like blood stains on the ground, and you see one of the doors kind of knocked a little bit off its hinge. As you approach this point, you hear kind of like the wailing kind of continue.
Oh no. From
Damage.
what we were told, everything should have already happened already. Unless something new happened.
Gotta say though, if it happened while we were out with half of their garrison, I mean, that many people, right? Not
Oh
our
no,
fault,
absolutely.
right?
That was completely them. We only needed one person. We did not need the entire garrison.
The blood on the ground does look somewhat dried.
Okay. Somewhat dried.
I was thinking the same
So
thing.
pretty recent though. Yeah, pretty recent. Still, nonetheless.
At this point, as you are walking in and the doors open up, you hear individuals kind of crying out in the streets as you see hey, why they're not real skeletons, but they are like bodies that are kind of wrapped in cloth, um, and you see kind of like writings on the bodies. You see people kind of surrounded. The individuals kind of looking down on. Can you not see them?
Can't see them there, right?
You can see them. Yeah.
Oh no, they're hidden.
Skeleton.
Yeah. There we go. You see them kind of like looking down and kind of crying over the individuals. The woman on the end is kind of like placing her hand on the foot of the wrapped body as she's
Okay.
kind of holding it dear.
Like she's holding the foot deer.
Yeah, she's holding it like very like softly, but
Oh, okay.
crying over it.
Uh, do I see anyone that looks like a priest or anything like that?
No, you do not.
All right. I will walk over, not step on it, uh, and perform last rites
Okay.
for each of the bodies.
As you start doing that, you see the woman kind of look up and kind of wipe away some tears as she looks up to you. And with her free hand, her left hand, she places it kind of like reaching out to you, trying to like feel some sort of connection. And she just whispers the word thank you and continues crying.
Just doing my duty, and then I will step away and leave her to her grieving. Go back over to Nim. Looks like people that have passed. Probably from the Yeti attacks? I don't know.
You
I don't think so. Or hunger, yeah.
you see the one individual, as soon as you say that to Nim, he walks over and says, we don't want to say that word. And you seem kind of
Hunger?
like, he kind of like leans in and lightly says,
I work.
Yeti. Yeti.
Okay, so, but these people are the people that passed from the attacks?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's still very recent for us. And like as you see, you kind of look around. You do see there are bits of damage against the building that is directly behind him. This building here. Um, you do see a lot of damage to this section in particular, and you see like once again dried blood kind of here and there in this general direction.
Okay.
They came from the wall, and he kind of points once again in that direction. And right on the other side of the wall, right here, it kind of goes steep up. So the wall kind of serves as blocking for the rocks, but it's not really like there's no drop after this. It just goes up.
Okay.
They came down from the mountains and took us by surprise. We've heard whispers of your group, and recently we saw many of the guards return, not in the best of moods, but heard that the situation is behind us.
Situation is behind you.
Did you cause it?
Cause what?
The situation to resolve.
Yeah. Yes,
You
we
see
did.
him kind of nod his head and kind of hand you, in particular, since you're talking to him, a kind of a folded note and says, if you need anything from me, please come see me. And he kind of nods over to the, once again, the building directly behind him.
If I may
Okay.
ask, how does your town structure this? King, council,
There's
charge,
a lord. There's a lord on the far side of the city.
road, or
Yes. As you make your way in this general direction, the town will curve and you'll run right into his palace. I'm sure he's very interested to talk to you.
I'm here.
This one says, I want to say it from the game, but it says that it's an inn and kind of tavern. Yes, I'm the proprietor. Silas.
Aimless.
And in case you want to spell it, Silas.
Questions?
Yeah, no, I kind of want to get to that lore because I have a feeling they're gonna not respond too kind to me in what I said before, so I'd rather just get this over with.
What did please excuse my prying, but what did you say?
Oh, I didn't say that. I don't think. Well, I guess I did say it in character now. I said the truth. But honestly, that's more for your lord, and he'll tell you this is more information that we best still have not yet to solve anything or sort of resolve or figure out much yet. So can't tell you much.
As you begin that sentence, he kind of smiles at your reply and says, "Okay. Uh, secrecy is understandable. Um, but again, if you need me, uh, please don't hesitate to talk to me, as I could be of service." And he kind of nods his head as he starts making his way back to the bodies and kind of kneels down and kind of starts praying alongside one of the corpses.
Walking once we're out of earshot. Trying to plan ahead and think we should, or put it this way, what I thought was asking him, find yourself with an arrow in your shoulder. Do you retaliate against the arrow or for the hand that?
Oh, you're not wrong.
Maybe we
Also, I'm
can-
gonna look at that note that he just gave me.
He has written that it says, let me write it as well.
Is it just a black hand? I knew it.
No, no.
Him. I was gonna say the sword as well. Like, if you get attacked by a sword, do you go after the blacksmith that made the sword, or do you go to the one that held the sword? Right? Yeah. No, I get you. I'm with you on that one.
The guard was saying he doesn't need someone to blame, but there is someone. behind this.
Well,
Point their emotions in the right direction, maybe.
Oh, and for people watching YouTube, the note says, "My brother has suffered the pain of every citizen's lost. He suffers as well, but he is a good-hearted individual. Pain has not clouded his judgment."
that's
Arch brother?
hard. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But like I said, that was the main thing I was trying to get to that guard is that they want to blame somebody. We know exactly who to blame. And if they choose to not, not accept that, that's their own thing. But we're not here to sit there and cast blame at others. We're here to find out the people who decided to pit the Yetis to them against them. So, yeah. But how they want to carry themselves is how they want to carry themselves.
Gotta say, Arim sense for kicking on a quick save and try to sneak. Lock doors. Yes. Very alluring.
Am I insane? Oh. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Where do you guys want to go?
Lack of building is us.
Yes. Here we go. Let me open it up. Right here. I did not move the castle, so everyone hang on to your pieces. Wait. Why? There we go. Cool. Hey, where's Lena? Where's Lena?
Where'd you go?
I'm grabbing Jormungand. Nope. Totally missed. Okay. Cool. Alright. As you approach, you do see there are guards guarding the entrance. And immediately the Lord comes out to greet you as you approach his palace. And he immediately looks upon the group and a little sheepishly, trying to be masked with some sort of power, he says, "It's so good to see you. I've heard a harrowing story of how you were able to conquer the Yetis, and if you wouldn't mind, please joining me inside. There is much to discuss."
they conquered. I guess that's a question. Well,
Okay. What would you say?
I would say freed. But as you say, we have lots to discuss. We can talk about it inside if you want.
Freed. Interesting. Yes, please. And he turns and begins entering. You. Right there. Okay. Cool. Let me grab Yermagand. Let me grab Lee. Okay. Right there. What do you mean by freed? Please explain. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, I was mute.
You're okay.
Donawald.
I had to sneeze before and I forgot to unmute after sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you for not sneezing in character.
Wait, what did he say? I already answered halfway through. All right.
He had asked about the fact that you kind of changed the wording from what he said.
So when we first arrived here, hearing that the Yeti started acting aggressive after having not done so for a long time, so out of character for them, we already suspected that something else might be at play and decided to not straight out attack, but investigate the situation first. And what our investigation revealed was that the Yetis did not act out of their own volition. They were under a spell cast by members of a group called Disciples of the Snake. Controlled their actions. They were basically forced into doing what they did. In fact, after we the effect of the spell, they didn't even remember anything that happened. They effect. They also did find the members of Disciples of in the area and batched of them, but larger. Yeah, that's what I mean by free. Managed, rather, my friend Engel here bent the effect of the spell from it.
So they were under a spell.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Spell
isn't
was
quite the information that I was told.
Were you told?
I was told that, and of course this might be some sort of influence under what has transpired lately, but I was told that these savage beasts reverted to a certain mindset that was their base instinct, and there was no such thing as being under a spell. It was just creatures that were bloodthirsty, that maybe were influenced by the new settlements to the north. Maybe one of the gods had wanted to punish us for some reason. Maybe, who knows. But this outside influence of the the snake, this disciples. Um, this is very new information. Um, but it still makes me wonder now.
Who told you that information?
Guards, advisors, people ranting and raving in the street after the several attacks made upon our port and within our own walls. It was very hard to distinguish what was actually truth and what was fear.
Possible that the
Fear.
disciples,
Go on.
possible that the disciples of the snake decided to that.
That's precisely another reason why it seems as though there is a new weight upon my shoulders. If you would indulge me, would you mind leaving your weapons off to the side?
Yeah, sure.
And he kind of points to one of the corners of this kind of alcove. If
Hey.
you could leave your weapons over in the corner.
I expect anything? Can I inside check just to have any else?
Sure. $13 for ulterior motives.
Yeah.
You see the information as you tell him what transpired. The information seems to furrow his brow in a way that, yes, there is a new weight on his shoulders that is troublesome.
Oop. Place it on the ground.
Yield of weapons.
Okay. As he does this, he kind of motions to the guards. Please leave us. And the guards kind of like look at each other. What? And they kind of take a step to the left and a right and don't really know what to do. But they slowly make their way outside. Now that we
Raiders
have,
and rank.
there have been growing concerns. This city has never had issues with invasions. This city has never had an attack. We've built it in such a way that with double gates, it's very unappealing for any sort of invasion or attack. But it seems a little bit odd that whatever these creatures might be in their capabilities, for them to so easily enter and overpower, it has me scratching at the back of my neck in some sort of fear that there might be some foul play.
Yeah. That's kind of what we're thinking at, yeah.
Those citizens out there, they rely upon me to keep them safe. And a lord without any power is a ship without a rudder, crashing into the rocks, being overturned in the waves, heading straight for a squall. It's a scary thought, and I don't know who to trust, except maybe for you four. Can I trust you?
I looked at the rest of the group.
People and we're impartial. Yes, and like to trust us. That oh,
Seeing as you were able to stick out your necks in an unknown situation, and to be able to not only rid our city of this situation, but to do so non-violently, that is a big tell. That's something that I can see and trust. But it seems as though there might be some guards that don't share in those opinions.
There definitely are some that are like that, yeah.
Have you seen anything?
But guards that, well, I've had a spirited discussion with a guard already about that.
What? Do you mind explaining?
He definitely felt that the Yetis were more at fault than we made out them to be. And he's definitely, it was definitely more emotionally compromised than others, for sure.
Well, unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of that going around.
Yeah.
But that might just very well be what did happen to our city. We can't say for sure, but I've been trying to keep a watchful eye. Unfortunately, from within the palace, it hasn't been so easy. I've been trying to entrust my brother, whom I can trust, with being able to supply me with some sort of information.
brother would be.
Silas. He runs the tavern and inn near the entrance.
Dad, what's your name, by the way?
Christoph.
F.
OPH.
Family.
Bram. BARM.
ARM.
BRAM. BRAM. Sorry. But that information shouldn't leave the palace.
Oh, you mean that brother name, right?
That he is my brother. I became the lord of this location, Tordia, and he had been living in another city, and when he came, they must have understood his name incorrectly, and he was a different person entirely.
I see.
He sort of rolled with it and accepted his name as B-A-N, Ban. Thankfully, that's been helping us out a little bit, as people are more inclined to speak with him, not knowing of our connection.
Okay. So, has there been any, I guess, groups or group of people spreading more misinformation around than others? Maybe.
The where?
So has there been any group of people or people spreading around more misinformation than others?
I do have an advisor that he travels at times in order to be able to supply information. I've been kind of kept busy inside the palace and unable to make reports regularly to the King's Council. But he seems to do quite a bit of traveling in order to report back and kind of keep communication alive, especially during these kind of darker times.
I see. I looked at him and I say, think it's possible the hidden hand is influenced there as well, or people here?
I'm sorry, who are you talking to?
Nim.
Okay.
Definitely have their eyes in the earth.
There's always been a looming threat of the hidden hand, but it seems as though even they know, with these strong walls, it would be very foolish to show their true colors from within.
Possible they would have some interest in this place. We suspect, or if we confirmed it actually, definitely suspect that the. I mean, I should say the disciples of the snake. They're basically mercenaries for hire, and expect that hiring them. Way that everything unrolled, it's possible that they specifically tried to harm your city by it. Is there
What gives
anything?
you that? What gives you that impression?
Well, basically, they wanted anything from Yetis. Could have just gotten it from their spell. The Yetis had they wanted the Yetis to cause chaos in the. One hand, they did destroy the dwarven settlement. Quite possible that out of their conflict, whatever they want or from dwarves have, but we're also harmed by the Yeti, so it's also possible that they wanted to harm.
Interesting.
You know of anything that would be of interest to them here? Like, I don't know, under your castle,
What did you say?
they would want. If is there anything you know about that would
No,
interest them?
he's saying
Oh,
that.
I don't know. You know, they're interested in portals.
As soon as you said, yeah, as soon as you said that, he immediately responded in that exact way. What did you say?
Was guessing.
You said a
Oh, is
very
there?
interesting word. What do you mean portal?
Well, I mean, No, that's the conflict between the hidden hand and the actors. How to handle and what to let portals
What
that
do you
are.
know about the portals? What's your connection in this way?
Well, if you're asking what side we're on, we've been working with and alongside. So, I guess you'd say we're the good guys. But
You see him like slowly scan left, scan right, and just kind of like slowly blinking as he's soaking up this kind of explanation. Which seekers do you know?
pretty sure it's Alma Kelkas, but
Yes, it is. It is.
okay, yeah.
Okay. If you want to lie, that's fine.
Oh yeah, she didn't die. She was trapped in a hut behind a time spell for a long time.
By Dario Cross.
Yeah, but
She's alive?
yes, yeah. Working with actually a former member of our group, decided to stay with her.
She's been
That library
guiding the
outside.
king.
She's alive. You see him kind of like his the
Do you
whole
know
kind
her
of
personally?
the whole kind of talking about portals really kind of like made his eyebrows like scrunch, and there wasn't like a anger to it, but it was more of just like absorbing information and being kind of skeptical. But as soon as there was a mention of her being alive, Secret Kelkas, his whole body just relaxed. Facial expression, shoulders kind of um, weren't so intense. Um, and you see him kind of like look up as in remembering some sort of fond memory as he repeats, "She's alive."
Do you know her personally?
I came to this position as Lord because of some involvement in what happened so many years ago. And she was just a dear friend that I met along the way. And it's good to hear that she's alright. It's it's really good. That's good news. But it's a momentary lapse in what has happened to our city. And having that little bit of joy for a split second felt really nice.
Talking about Warmore right now, mentioned had an additional motivation to want to enter the audience with you, that were tasked by the King of Warmore. Trade ports has seen problems that you probably heard about going, and we are now traveling on behalf of the king to inform people such as yourself that threats have been dealt with. Safe to travel to again. And the king would like to establish trade routes. They were at down.
Are you sent by the king?
Yes.
Do you have any paperwork that can prove this?
Wow, it's been a while since we Let me check my stuff. We have the seal of the king.
Okay. As soon as he kind of takes a look over at it, he kind of nods and says, I can grant you your wish as long as you can just tell me one pleasant story from Seeker Kelkas. Tell me how she got out.
That work, Lena. She was. I can say she was trapped in a bubble in sort of a not
She
really a
was
time loop,
trapped in
but
the loop.
kind of stasis. Time didn't move inside of it, and
She just relived the same day over and over.
How did
or somehow, but I don't remember if we could right then or if we had to go into Dario's hideout first. Round was it?
She tasked us to get something for her. I think.
do you want to do a history check?
I'm also looking
Yeah.
at my.
You can do a history roll if you like.
I'll try.
Sure.
Also found a note.
Okay. You don't need to if you don't want to.
Asked us Arios, which was inside of found the spell, brought it back. Elfo
Mm-hmm.
was close to the back there, adding a back.
Thank you. It's good to hear that if there's some destruction and devastation, there is a little bit of hope. I'm glad you came. I'm glad we talked. I can re-establish the trade routes once boats begin to return, which shouldn't be too long. I've already sent out, upon hearing word from the guards returning from the Yeti encampment, immediately sent out word in order to pretty much do what you're doing. But there still is just one plague. What does that sound, by the way?
But to me,
Oh. No.
does anyone recognize?
No, I'm
Huh?
talking about the dice. It was like just constantly rolling.
Maybe it's a bug.
That's fine. It was just bouncing. That one advisor, I do fear, in some sort of capacity, he is compromised in a way. It's easy to trust someone that can show bravery, such as yourselves, to go into an encampment, to do whatever you did in order to get the information and stop the Yetis by, as you so nicely put it, freeing them. But there's just something that irks me about the information he brings back. It seems as though he might be trying to grab power from me, as this might also be a way for him to use the situation to keep me within these walls.
You guys remember I said it in town? What did I say?
To the guy, yes, our paladin has the gift of foresight, apparently.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Being stuck in these walls for my own, and he kind of uses air quotes, for my own protection, has disabled me from speaking personally with the King's Council and the King. As now that I recall, it was like he wanted me to suggest he take my place, but I feel that that was his grand design from the beginning.
Name.
His name is very specific.
Very specific. Never heard the first term.
His first name is Fulton. Fulton. Fulton.
Why does it sound familiar?
It shouldn't.
Guess it doesn't.
I wouldn't imagine it would sound familiar.
I don't know. Okay, and then where's he at now?
He is, I'm guessing, preparing himself to depart from Tordia in order to make his way to the council.
Okay. All right.
What he actually plans to do is unknown to me.
Sounds like it can't be good.
I don't know of your plans from this moment on, but I feel as though there's something he's hiding. And as he does spend days on end outside these cities' walls, I'm sure there's enough mystery to last him a lifetime.
Okay. Also, are you aware of the dwarven settlement not far from here?
Yes, I'm very much aware of it. They had a lot of dealings with the port that is right outside of Tordia.
Okay, cool. No, just making sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask about that?
No, just making sure that you're aware of them and that they are within good standing and such. That's all. Make sure everyone's playing nice. I know the the attacks affected everyone. So
Is there anything specifically you'd like to know?
no, we already stopped there we went there first. Or sorry, we went there and checked on them. So not much else I really need to know. I just didn't know how much you knew or if you knew that they were there, that's all. Because I know they're still new and still trying to, establish themselves.
From what I've heard of what happened. We heard and seen a lot of unfortunate events with these Yeti, and early into these attacks, I sent out 2 very brave individuals silently in the night to row out to sea, making their way northward, and then on foot, and keeping in the shadows. They were there to see the destruction and crumbling buildings and ash. Reporting back, it every one of the deaths, and it's a lot, really breaks my heart for the dwarves and for us. This disciple of the snake, I want to say it. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say Nim's arrow thing.
Oh.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that this organization that I'm not even aware of at this moment, but I trust your word. It's unfortunate that such individuals can create such destruction. And the fact that I have this inkling that Fulton might be a part of it. I think once he leaves, we're going to shut the doors. And if there's some evidence, there might be an arrow in his back. But we can't do anything without any information.
It sounds like we're going to have to find this guy. At least before he gets to Kingdom.
Yeah.
I looked at him. What do you think?
Him is taking note.
I can see, or the Lord can see you writing furiously.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who are you asking that to?
Oh, I asked, what do you think?
About the advisor?
Yeah, should we go try to track him down, or?
Where? Sorry, I might have been focused on my. Know his last notation already?
He was heading towards. He's heading towards the king, toward the king is right, on your behalf.
He is currently in his home. I'm guessing
Oh, okay.
packing for his next departure.
Yeah.
He spends about a week out of each month traveling to and from and holding meetings with council. But it seems a little odd as it doesn't take a week to get there. Or it doesn't take a few days to get there.
So yeah, you guys want to go have a talk to him?
No, distance-wise, he would be gone for. Distance-wise, he would gone for 10 to 12 days. Yeah. So he's gone for nearly half the month.
So, alright, so he's currently packing right now. So, like I said, do you guys want to go ahead and give him a talk, or give a talk? Yeah, go talk to him, or do you want to? What do you guys want to do? I'm talking to the rest of the group. Not
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why the Lord's not answering.
yeah, yeah.
Find anything.
Okay. So yeah, where exactly is he at in this town?
He's one of the houses kind of between here and where you guys just jumped from, but I don't quite have his house, so we can just say it's the other house in front of the tavern as a placeholder.
Oh, is he staying at the tavern? Gotcha.
No, his house is like a few houses away from the entrance of the palace, but I have not created that house as of this moment. Because building this city straight from the game is very difficult. But we can
Okay.
say
So good.
that he's staying across from the palace or the bar tavern. As a placeholder.
All right. Okay. So we should go talk to him for sure and see if he's a double agent or not. Or sorry, a spy, not double agent, because double agent's your spy, but you're your spy against the people that you're spying on. Yeah, or spying for. Yeah, sorry, it gets complicated. But okay. So we'll talk to him, and then was there anything else that we had to talk to the? I'm out of game. Was there anything else that we had to talk to the this guy for, or this guy about, or no? I think we covered everything. Is this something I'm not remembering or not thinking of?
That's a question to the party, guys.
I don't have anything.
No. Is there anything else that we're forgetting to ask him, or anything else that we have to talk to him about? Well, we still have to go talk. Or are we not going to talk to the guy in the here in? Or is he in Samik or is he in here in Tordia?
No, I was just looking if someone else has given us a task here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
right now. Not here. One thing that we like to ask is there's some sort of healer or something skilled versus magical into
Jeez. There have been rumors of people going into the mountains and receiving some sort of spiritual healing or It's a little bit west of here in the mountains. There is this temple that I guess heals people. That might be worth checking into.
Where's that?
To the west in the mountains. If there was a map, I could show you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to world map. Okay, let's drop one in. Wait. One second. He points to right there. Eh? Really?
Can't see other cities haven't either.
I can kind of see it, but I didn't see where you pointed.
You don't see this marker that I placed down?
I see the map, but I don't like the sign.
The tokens.
Yeah, I don't see 'em.
Me see if I can set it to player permissions.
Still can't see it,
Rain
but
dropped
seeing
them.
it in the top left now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah,
the
we're looking up.
thing?
Yeah. No, they're like invisible.
Oh, all of them are visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
Invisible.
when you click on them, yeah, they kind of they don't
It's
show
here,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we can click it in the
Can
top
you
left.
see?
The
Can you see
creatures
the
that we control, and
sign?
just snaps the camera there, but they're signposted.
Yeah, there's no signpost there now.
No.
Do
Oh,
you see a
no.
signpost for Tordia?
No,
Any
I
of
don't.
them.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you see your shield?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see them in the top left where you can click on them to move it around and snap to them, but I don't see them on the map.
We're here currently, right?
No, you guys are in Tordia. But you see the rocks in the grass, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you see all
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Yeah.
The markers, no.
Ah, that's weird. Oh, maybe because you don't have player pieces, so you can't see anything because you don't have.
Technically,
I think
because
we've been assigned.
Yeah, we can see it before.
Yeah.
like the aimless are
Oh.
us here, right? So we
But I also assigned the sign to you. That's
exactly. So we have a mini here, basically. Not our normal half mini. But,
Huh.
I mean, it's fine. We can. No, we can
Yeah.
consider the feature. It's like an auto camera snapping to.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright. And you can see Tordia.
Volvi, Beta, and we.
Do you have scarred lands? Let me add it. Oh, I never knew this. Okay. Do you have Naseti?
Olvian,
Oh no,
Peta, and the one.
the Peta, sorry, not the city. Yeah,
We saw it before.
yeah, we did.
Yeah,
This is the
it-
first time we can't
Correct.
see them.
Okay, Colby. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'll add.
and here, like where we spotted light in the map. You're the one who's
Yeah, yeah.
red t-shirt.
Okay. Let's jump back over. Okay, do you have any other things you want to see on this map? Okay. Jumping back to Tordia. Okay. He points to that specific kind of location and mentions, I've heard there are monks. I believe it's called Raindrop Temple. But there are monks there that might be able to help you clear up any sort of wolf-like qualities.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. I have heard that you should probably prepare yourselves for bigger requests of the monk. It might take more influence.
Okay.
The monks.
Yes.
I go. Washes the other.
Someone's watching somebody.
Okay.
What?
Last question.
Okay.
How about we go pay a visit to this? What was it?
Fulton?
Fulton?
Fulton. Yeah.
Talk with him.
I am not sure if that's the wisest idea to make contact.
Okay.
What are your plans?
Problem. Happened to get.
Something.
And that learned that we should hear rather
Bite
get worse.
anyone's heads off.
I see.
What? Lena bites someone's head off? Never. She has the utmost control of herself. Right, Lena?
Why do you say it like that, Angle?
I'm trying to speak confidently.
Okay.
capable of like tailing Alton. Have to.
Well, we know where he's going, right? So we could just get him in transit, or we get him there.
Going to what city? King. He said he's going to the King, right? Which is capital.
Archini.
Probably just travel through.
Possibly. But that's another concern I have.
What's that?
Samik isn't the friendliest location. Nobody travels through Samik. That's
Actually,
more of
we
a
have to go to Sumik too. I looked at him, right? So
Yes, we
yeah.
have to go west. Also, we might want to levels of. After that, we west of. Follow Alton to Arkina. Gonna have to go travel back through Coglio. You guys have the map? Should I maybe put it in that so you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this map.
Yeah. So you can see the 4 cities down there. Yeah, so gotta go right now. On Tordia for a bit, then we're gonna follow him through Arkina, and then we have Lagio and yeah. But travel probably not by cart.
usually cart or horseback. Usually he goes by himself, so he goes by horseback.
Might be hard for us cart by
Raindrop Temple.
Raindrop Temple. Potentially you ask for. Take our time. Hard time catching. Actually have horse.
So we have
do
to
you
get
need?
horses.
What do you need?
Have horse? Probably not faster.
He kind of, you see the corners of his mouth kind of curl. Yes, I have horses. Please, don't be afraid to ask. I know this isn't quite your situation, but I believe we have similar interests. From what you've told me about some of your travels and adventures, especially with Seeker Kelkas, it seems as though we might be very much in line. If you do need anything, please let me know.
Okay. Fastest travel that we our hands at, and that probably I'm being it. Much trying to ask you for our group. Possible. We can pay you for them. We have money.
Fastest means of travel. Where exactly do you want to go?
If he is and disciples of the Lake, Arkina might not be up. He might, I'd say, get too soon. Possible.
Okay. So,
Doesn't stop instantly. Wait for Arkina. Buy horse. What were you thinking?
we have a lot at our disposal. We do have a lot of magic that is available to me as I've made friends along the way. And if you if you would need, we can most likely send you through a teleport in order to get to where you need to go.
That we have track him. I can track that like
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the range of this sort of tracking feature you have?
.5 mile radius.
Okay.
Like, what's the distance from here to probably more than that?
Yes.
What we could do
What's
though
what's
is
it called again? spell.
Locate animals. With that, if we do that, raindrop to the raindrop temple. What we need to do there, come back here, teleport to spell to see area. Yes, then we go whatever direction. Not, then travel further on towards Burkina. Back. Basically, just hope that whatever time it takes us to raindrop temple, he gets him to not already further than that.
I'm checking something real quick. 1 second. Don't be alarmed. This is something that the Lord would know. No, too far. We have Samik. Entering into Samik would take 3 days travel. 1, 2, yep, 3 days travel. Lagio would take that. Oh, sorry, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Archina, oh yeah, same thing. Archina, yeah. Archina usually takes about 6 days travel, and Samik, which would be a little bit out of the way from a direct route to Archina, would take 3 days travel. I might be able to arrange something that, if you are able to put some sort of special plant, as you said, on him, we could, if you return, drop you near Samik and see if he has approached. But time would be of the essence.
Get there.
You'd have to get here in less than 3 days.
Yeah.
There is a way to pull this off, but it depends on how long you would stay at Raindrop Temple.
Know how long we'll need in Raindrop Temple?
No,
I'm sorry?
he
Currently we don't know how long.
Yes,
How
of
long?
course.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. If you can get here back to Tordia.
In
Beep. Day there, day back, day there. I believe so. When was the last time you guys used the bag? Oh, no. No. It's been
That
like
was
3 or
recent.
4 days, something like that, yeah. Tops.
have some seed. Alpine briar grove. Probably.
No. Alpine briar tends to grow more in Wamor and a little bit to the southwest in Galmoon. But that was a long story with an accidental planting that the alpine briar took over the other vegetation in the area.
They have some alpine briar seeds. Find one of them. Track that.
As long as you don't have any in your pocket, I think that would work.
And both. How does the bag of holding? If I put it in the bag of holding, it goes like another dimension.
Another
Right.
dimension, yeah, so it'll be fine. But just
Yeah, okay.
not on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can't
Otherwise,
find...
it'd say 0 feet, like, in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find one on him. Bag of holding.
Okay.
I have a way to track him.
So, I guess to divulge some of my plan, we do have at our disposal a way to send individuals through vegetation in order to exit vegetation in another area. This, yes, it's quite a very powerful magic, and they would cast the spell most likely on a large tree in order to have you enter, but as you do, you seem to exit another tree somewhere else, and we might be able to do that twice in order to allow you to go to Raindrop Temple and then return via horse, and then send you once again towards Samik. But once again, there needs to be confirmation that you can get back to Tordia in time.
How long does the trip usually?
If you're able to manage a direct route, as in climbing through the mountains and doing all that sort of nonsense, would take you most likely an entire day.
Have Esther.
Correct. And then once you get back to here, we can send you on your way to just outside of Samik. And if there's enough time, on a very good kind of allocation of time, you might have a day to wait before he passes by in the area, and you'll be able to see if he's going toward Archina or if he's going into Samik. Or you might cut it very close and he might already be in Samik, or he might already be passing by.
Yeah. Action.
Yeah, no, that's probably be the best thing for us to do.
I agree.
Because we don't have a whole lot of time, and we need to get Lena squared away as soon as possible.
All right. So that means planting this Alton.
Correct.
That will come back here. Time you ready to cast a spell. There.
Sounds good to me.
Aye, Captain.
Right, so
Where do
how
you
do we
want
get speed
to?
on? Oh, okay.
Where do you want to intercept him?
All right, so have visible flying or help us with potentially house. Thinking how he travels on horseback, you said he probably has his own horse, right?
Yes.
Or is it common here to like switch horses along the way in order to ride more, or your own horse and breaks?
We have stables, and he would pick one of the horses in order to ride.
Along the way as well, so he which
No, no, one single horse.
in that case we don't even have to get close to him. Have tracked a horse. Not exactly where.
He usually picks the horse on whim. There's really no set horse. That's the only problem.
Time diamond, right?
The what?
Nothing in Aimless.
Yeah, the time diamond.
Oh, the one she always used to carry around. Yeah. Yeah, she played a couple pranks on me one time. Yeah, she's quite a spirited lady.
You should visit her sometimes. Sometime. She is currently at the library in Wolmorn, making it
Yeah,
alive again.
yeah. As soon as this is all over, I'll be able to get back out there and see the world a little bit more.
That'd be great.
Brad, what horse is gonna plan to see him or luggage or pack?
It'd be easier to do that, and also be easier for him to just go ahead and do it like in his, like we're doing inside his house, like when he's packing, right? So just go ahead and just say, yeah, have Hobbs drop it off and
Yeah,
or plant it. Yeah, I got you.
yeah, maybe.
If you
And
want, we can try inviting him to have one final drink before he heads off. I'm sure my brother can help with that.
Hmm.
drink with you.
Okay.
A drink in the tavern.
Yeah, I think that'd be less suspicious.
Have to show our faces to invite him unless we want to invite him.
Well, I'm
Brother
sure.
I'll
Oh,
go on. He doesn't. He doesn't
oh
know
no.
who you are.
No, I was also gonna say too, like we don't even have to like invite him ourselves. We could have someone else just invite him to the bar for a drink with someone else or whatever. It doesn't even have to be us.
He did mention his brother would be
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah, it doesn't even have to be us.
Yeah, you think that if your brother invited him in, he would go?
Yeah, if I can write you a little note in order to carry it to my brother and tell him of my agreement in this plan.
Then in the time while he's out, we got started packing where he's put that, and there. They're actually quite small. Potting it like it's a
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Takes travels light and take bar.
That's
See
a
what we can get at the
possibility.
bar.
Maybe we bump into him and it on of
Well, I was gonna say we could. I was gonna say if Lena would like, Hobbs can just go ahead and go inside the house and drop it off. You don't have to physically go in.
yeah, but that still relies on A, him having started packing already, and B, him not taking luggage with. And also, I guess, C, on him not having some sort of magical protection or whatever in his house.
Yeah, the best would be having one last drink with him already ready to go, so we'll know he'll be taking the seed with him if we put it on his clothing or something. Because
Okay.
chances are he might like change outfits and all that.
Yeah.
I doubt he would leave any bags unattended. I doubt he would leave for the tavern without any luggage in hand, bags packed, anything.
About the option of problem is
Yeah.
I mean, that's a possibility. It's a big risk, though.
definitely.
Probably just have to do it at the bar then.
Where do we put it in his pocket and in there and feel toss it out like I get it. Have to be like stuck to him.
I can get any of you invisible and get that on him.
The Lord kind of chimes in. Um, it's nice that we're all planning this together, but I believe this should be taken to my brother to let him know of the plan in order to set the wheels in motion, so to say. Maybe he might have some more insight on this as well.
Yeah, I
Uh,
probably should go to him.
it would be very devastating to have missed the opportunity having him already left.
Yeah, let's go.
Um,
All right.
write us that note that you mentioned, letting your brother know.
Oh, in the time that you guys were chatting, he was
Oh,
already
okay.
kind of, yeah,
All right.
he already scribbled something down.
Okay. Thank you. We'll go see him then.
Yes. And as he leaves, he kind of like takes your wrist, kind of extends it out, and then kind of with his instead of like shaking, he like grasps your forearm and kind of like shows you how to handshake in Tordia. And he does so for all 4 members, as it's involved grabbing both forearms. You grab his, he grabs yours, and there's a light shake up and down.
Okay.
Okay. Grab our stuff.
Take
before-
care.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Yarmagon grabs his stuff. And at this point, you see the guards, like, standing from afar, unable to hear what happened as they weren't in earshot, but they
Grab
kind
my
of like
stuff.
they kind of watch from afar.
Nod to them as we try.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I dropped him. Angle schmangle. And
I'm here.
okay. Perfect. Okay. And the placeholder house for, because he lives kind of in the middle of the city, but the placeholder house just for whatever is this one, but it's placeholder.
Like up to Silas and like
He's
Alright.
inside. Sorry, he's inside. Yeah. Okay.
all cheap.
Okay. 2 seconds. Everyone, grab your characters. We just set the mood. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Patrons inside.
2 seconds. Still grabbing people. Why are you guys invisible?
Not invisible.
Elf.
Yeah.
Odd. Very, very odd. Yes, there are a few patrons inside. We got Mr. Hulk Dude. We got yada da da. So instantly, the brother Silas sees you immediately and kind of gives a warm smile as he approaches. It's good to see you back so soon.
Yes, I go to shake his hand, and in my hand I have the note. As I shake his hand, I say, sorry for this odd request, but we're very particular about wine. Show us to your wine cellar so we can select what we would like to drink.
Uh, we have our wines kind of off to the side, but yeah. One sec. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, get Silas. Got it. Okay. He kind of takes you around the side over here. And kind of this is kind of like an open bar where you can like lift the tab thing and walk through. We have a couple wines here.
Read the note, or
He hasn't read the note. He really thought you were talking about wine.
but he took it, right?
What wine do you want to have?
He took it though, right? When I like shook his
Yeah,
hand.
he took it. Yeah, he took it. He just
Say, well, particularly, and I'm like, I don't know, feel like you might find the answer in your grasp.
like everything up until the point of you saying "in your grasp." His eyebrows are kind of like raised as he's kind of waiting for you to make a wine selection. And then as soon as you say "grasp," he kind of like gets what you're meaning and like opens up the note. What does the note say?
The one from
Oh, is it the note from the king? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah. He reads it and he says, "Okay." And he turns the note around, and it says, pretty much to like trust in the plan and refer to them in order to uh, properly track the advisor.
say, sorry about that private down. Short version is that planned tiny little on Fulton before he leaves. The idea that invite him for a drink to the inn, break into.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Brother also mentioned might have idea item about right.
He points to a specific table, this one in particular, and says it's his favorite to sit at, as he personally was able to um, catch and kill the boar, and he loves sitting next to such a proud wall display. As you see, there are three individual heads kind of resting on the walls. He says he usually sits in one of the chairs, typically the one facing the middle furnace in the center of the room. Um, as for being able to slip something into a bag or on him, you could possibly reach for one of the books and do something of that nature, but that's going to be a little bit tricky, as he would need to be distracted somehow.
Talking about gonna put it in his pocket. And in his pocket, he toss it out as
Okay.
probably be ticket.
We could possibly pin something on him, if that's what you mean.
Doesn't sound too
Yeah.
bad.
Clothes. Does he
Maybe
have a hood?
he usually dresses in kind of drab clothing. Um, it could be very easy for one of us to have some sort of matching color that we can rip off from our own clothes, fold into kind of a small pouch containing the item, and pin it to his clothes that hopefully go unnoticed. If that's the route you are intending. But I guess that all depends on how exactly you want to keep it on him.
Hmm.
Sovereign.
I think that might be a little bit noticeable.
Take it off. Clothes off. Traveling boots. Entirety of your.
Yeah. Or like if it's like a coin purse, you could put it inside there. Or if you could like undo the seam in like the strap in his bag, and then sew it between the seam, I guess. But I don't know how much time we have.
Not time to.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, honestly, just like, well, here, what kind of seed is it?
Like a small hard one.
Mhm.
Actually, hang on. We don't have to sew. Yeah, I can mend it. If we were to cut a
But
little
isn't
hole.
it broken?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I understand.
But his.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be impossible to take out. Like, definitely couldn't find it. Accident. Out. The only way it would him is.
Yeah.
How long this mending is it concentration?
I think it's
No,
just
it's
an action.
just a yeah, it
Oh,
just
okay, okay.
happens. You immediately repair something and that's it.
It's a great
Just
option.
testing time 1 minute, actually. Duration's instantaneous, but yeah. So yeah, I need a minute to actually do it, which is about the same, about as long as actually sewing it. I take that back.
So you want him here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me run over and invite him. That way, he can at least be a known. And you see him kind of like start to wander, make his way to the door.
That is, we start a bar brawl and have an
I don't know if the proprietor of this bar will be comfortable with that though.
You mention that as soon as he leaves. Let's just beat everyone up.
help. Also, when you start casting a spell, you're
Yeah.
At this moment, a bard enters you Punk, and starts serenading and singing to the crowds. At this point, minutes have passed by, and the brother, Silas, returns. Okay, it's been settled. I offered him a free drink, which he never turns down. He will be here in about 10 minutes. He seemed as though he's just finishing packing up and will head over immediately after.
person so close to out.
Yeah. Okay.
Go with that idea. Of have person and the visible person walking up behind him. Person just acts like they're taking a shelf and then we again leave the person behind, but that's gonna hide foot
Okay.
there for him. But some see has a cloak on. Does not gonna bottom of the hugging on. Comparatively.
Okay. Yeah, and just kind of like make a show of them leaving, so it's like noisy and loud.
Sorry?
Like make it like obvious that you're leaving. You know, like going way out of your way to make noise.
I mean, after you, person with the book can walk back up to the bookshelf, put the book back in, and the invisible person and the book person walk away together. There's footsteps. They're not going to notice if it's one or two.
Okay, that's fair. Sounds good to me.
That book in the bottom of the shelf that left. Tip that book. Right. Quiet. Not gonna know. I mean, if he is gonna notice if he looks at the book while you're doing it, but he's
Okay. Uh, let's see.
I definitely.
Ingle. Yeah, Ingle is not good. Check your Magan. Yermagon's the same. What
Are
about
you
you, Lena?
checking for?
See who has the better hands.
Oh, I don't think I have the review.
I'm literally terrible. Definitely.
Both me or both Ingle and Yermagon have +1. This is sleight of hand.
I have plus.
1 second.
Good. However, cast not really gonna be helpful. I could cast Bless on whoever's doing it, and also try to stay case. They had to saving throw character anymore. Not saving. But you know, if they wanted to protect themselves from something happening, help.
Okay.
I have +2.
That's from anti
I can give guidance.
guidance yet.
I have inspiration.
We do have inspiration.
Guidance is bonus.
Yeah.
Plus a D.
No. Guidance is Guidance is not a bonus target. No, that's bardic
Advantage?
inspiration. Yeah, advantage. Guidance is
Okay,
just
okay.
advantage.
So I'll do it.
We trust you, Lena.
Help you.
Okay, can we run it back? Run back the plan so I'll don't mess it up.
Let's say I will. And I able self down on it and start reading. That way go up together. You're right now. Here you have threaded.
Okay.
There's
Mm,
some version of it, like a repair kit, not repair kit, but what's it called? Never know. I don't have anything.
yeah, I don't have. Any.
Ask Silas.
We
Silas,
could
do
still
you
probably go out and get one from a shop or something like that too if he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
have thread and needle?
Yeah, I think there's a shop I can run to that has those kind of supplies. Do you need it now?
Yeah, that would be.
Okay. Let me run. We have about. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. We have about 2 minutes before he gets here. All right, I'll run.
All right. Yeah. All right. So, Lena, you're gonna
Quickly
take that. You're gonna take
runs
this.
off.
Then you're gonna go invisible. Together, we are gonna walk up to him. Kneel down behind him. I'm gonna take a book from the bookshelf and take a step away again. And then I am gonna come close to backside. Gary's gonna. Yeah. Anyways, you'll be behind him. Cut bottom of some seat. Let's hope he has a cloak. That would be. Have to see what's available. Cut a seam somewhere. Just cut a little hole. And so that. Cut again. Then, done with that, as a signal, you're gonna tip a book in the bookshelf that's leaning towards one direction, tip it to the other one when he's not at it. If not, if you can't do that, I guess if you can't, then you can try to sneak. But if I see a book leaning the other way, I'll come and my book back so you can to. Possible he perhaps anyway. That's the plan.
All right.
How long?
Sounds
Dane?
like an hour. Oh wait, I think more than that. Oh no.
How long does guidance?
Until you use it, I think. But let me check. I think it's like I know it's a while. Yeah, up to a minute or concentration. So, yeah, once a concentration, we could.
You'll have
Up
to
a
do
minute.
that right before.
Yeah.
Minutes to.
With that, the doors kind of fling open, and you see Silas kind of rush back. Okay. Okay, I'm here. I saw him just getting ready outside. He's collecting his bags.
Right.
Yeah, here.
Give it to Lena, and then let's all of us sit at that table over there, because it kind of just we're just standing in the kitchen whole time.
You see,
It.
you see full. Sorry. You see Silas kind of motioning over. No, stop. Not to you, like past you. Not to you, Nim. Stop. With that, the doors fling open, slamming against the walls,
I turn
and
invisible.
almost break the lanterns on the walls. And immediately, you see a couple of the patrons swing their heads directly over to the commotion, and the first words out of the individual's mouth: "Bard, shut up!" Immediately, the bard just goes silent, and you hear the crackling of the fire. Sorry. And you see like a pale just expression on this bard's face as immediately stops playing anything and just stands still for just a couple seconds and kind of trying to skirt along the wall to avoid any direction that he might be going as he starts moving his way. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't reveal the guy. he starts moving to the side of the fire, and the bard chooses to move almost exactly opposing from the individual approaching. And as he steps forward, the bard steps back, and he stops before getting to a table, turns toward Silas as the bard runs out, slamming the doors behind. And for a split second, still just hearing the crackling of the fire, the individual turns to Silas. Silas, you said there's a drink on the way, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'll get that real quick. And then you hear kind of as Silas is moving about, um, he kind of whispers to the three, or actually two, because Lena's invisible. Two individuals. That's him. And you hear scurrying as Silas kind of goes to get a mug, and the individual goes towards his typical seat, and you see him place his hand on the boar's head, and then take his seat. Dressed in very dark colors, nearly all black, he sits down and taps his finger against the wood table. Silas walks over. Excuse me. Yeah, here you go. Just as expected. Here you go. Yeah. Here's your ale, and if you're hungry too, I mean, you're going on a long trip. Don't hesitate. Yeah, with ale kind of clogging his words, you hear him call out for some food, and Silas just rushes back over. Okay, that'll give us some more time. And you see Silas kind of taking food and letting you go about your business at this time.
The others to come out, and then as they're coming out, I'll just open it longer than.
As I'm moving, I'll go ahead and I'll cast guidance on Lena.
Okay.
Oh wait, so yeah, guidance is a D4.
Okay.
Sorry, guidance is a D4. So she rolls an extra D4 on top of her check.
Okay. With that, you see him kind of getting things ready and slopping together a plate of mixed vegetables and meats as he makes his way over. And you don't even hear the sound of the plate touch the table as he gently places it down. As partial fear, partially respect. Yeah. Here you go, Fulton. It's okay. Thanks. And he goes back over. Okay, if you're
Just
ready.
Stop him, and I say, asking you to find a specific. Okay, that would be.
He kind of stops as he's almost about to pass you by, nearly just not even seeing people, as he's just kind of honed his vision. And he just kind of snaps out of it for a second. Yeah, if you wanted to pick up a book on the livestock, that would definitely be right over there. It's a really good read. Definitely, you should pick it up.
Thank you.
He kind of passes by.
Walk here, and I apologize so much. Second, and the books I can see livestock like that.
He starts taking notice of you. Do you need me to move?
I think I can see it right here. And I'm assuming I found livestock.
Does it say livestock?
I'm not asking him. I'm asking you, DM.
Oh,
Wow.
Because
yeah,
I
of
just
course.
said I was
It's
scanning.
right there.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
I'll just take the book and
I
say
thought you were having a conversation with Fulton.
I got it right here. Apologies again.
Great. Congratulations. Kind of. You see him at this point. You see him at this point. Like in the fact of your unwanted company. He like kind of picks up his bag and places it as he scoots his chair back just a little bit. Nearly. Let's show you like this. It's hard to. Let me. Jeez. There we go. In the fact that you've kind of disturbed him, he now has his like back up against the wall as his bag, kind of like a satchel, is like placed in his lap. And the fact that you, yeah, once again disturbed him, it's just you had to rearrange his seating position.
Is he wearing a cloak of some sorts?
Um, he's pretty much wearing. Let me zoom in. No, he's not wearing armor like that. You see, he's wearing what appears to be like how to describe it. I would say like Serenity. If you've seen the show Serenity, he kind of looks like the captain. If that makes sense, I will get you a picture and I will drop it into Discord.
Mm. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay. For those of you who know Serenity. Okay. He is the guy wearing the red shirt that has his hands on his belt.
Where did you send it?
In general chat.
Oh, okay, okay.
If everyone is familiar with that, it is Nathan Fillion.
Okay, so there's no in scene.
He's pretty much wearing that exact, but the red is a little bit darker, almost like that kind of burgundy red, but mixed with a splash of black, so it's like pretty dark. And his pants and suspenders are the same.
Is it double, like, can I cut and sew in and make sure not the seed won't fall off inside of him? Inside of the shirt?
Mm, say it again?
Like the shirt, is it double cloth?
It is kind of almost like a wool looking cloth. In the front, there is that open kind of flap that is buttoned up.
So
But
there's
it
a
is.
lining
Huh?
inside. There's a lining inside.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a little bit thicker. He's
Okay.
gonna be riding. It might be cold, so he's got like a thicker kind of shirt on.
Okay, okay. So, can I reach him from where I am?
Yeah, you can reach out and touch him.
Okay, should I roll now?
I would roll, sleight of hand to see if you have steady hands in order to be able to cut and him not to
Plus a
notice.
D4, right?
Yes.
That means since not got advantage, you can also combine it with it.
Yeah, I'm using inspiration for this one.
But sleight of hand, just so you know.
The 14 plus 3, 17 plus 2, 20, 18.
19?
19.
19? Okay, cool. You were able to. How big of a cut do you want to make into this thing?
Just like I can like insert the seed enough to insert the seed.
Okay, I would say a ½ inch to an inch slit into his clothes. You're able to cut, and yeah, you've made a hole that he is not aware of.
Okay, then I'm gonna move back.
Okay. What are you doing?
We go outside.
Okay. The doors just open up.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Are you going
Fuck.
outside?
No, I forgot. Sorry. Where can I hide? I'm just gonna go back to the barkeep.
As all this is going on, Silas walks over.
Is the thing open? Sorry.
No, it's not. It only opens literally when someone uses it. They open, they close it.
Okay.
Silas goes over and asks, do you need anything else by chance? Yeah, another plate and another ale. Yeah, sure. Um, you see him kind of like walk around, and he's kind of like extending his foot. Is everything okay? What are you doing? Nothing. Um, is everything fine? Get another plate. Yeah, sure. And you see, like, again, like he extends his foot out, like trying to search to see if there's anything he doesn't see. All right. And he walks over.
And I walk fast. So I go inside with him.
Okay. You manage to get clipped on the shoulder as he's not knowing that you're there, but it kind of hits your shoulder just slightly.
I'm gonna whisper to him and say, "Hey, it's me. All good.
Jeez! Hello?
All good." I was able to put it in.
Okay. Um, are you gonna close it?
Oh fuck!
Did you close it?
Shouldn't that be already implied?
You
That's said.
slit, you cut it, and you put it inside. You didn't say anything about
Oh,
sealing
okay,
or
okay,
anything.
okay. Ugh. In my mind, I thought I was did it. Sorry.
Hello?
Let me go.
What are you doing? A plate and an ale. Yes.
Let me go.
Sorry. I'll get that out right quick. What?
I forgot to sew it in. Let me go back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next to you. You open the thing.
You see him put a plate together and then pour another glass. All right, I'm going. He opens it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go?
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Yep. Here you go. There you go. All right. Thanks.
Do I have to roll another sleight of hand to sew it in, or is it with that?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you're doing two different actions,
that is just
and you're also doing it at two different times. So even if you did it at the same time, it'd still be two because it's two separate things.
So I'm gonna roll 1d20 and 1d4.
Okay.
That's 17.
As you are trying to sew, he does feel something kind of tug at his shirt because you're trying to pinch the cloth together
Yeah.
and then get it around without kind of disturbing him. 17 is a really good number. So he just kind of looks around and feels kind of like a bug is on him kind of feeling.
Mm.
So he doesn't sense that there's someone there, but you sense that he kind of felt a little bit. But you're able to get with very, very slow movements, you're able to put the needle in, pull it through, put the needle in again, stop, put the needle in, pull through. So after quite some time, you're able to get everything finished.
Okay, let me go back.
Okay?
Wait, is that angle? Oh, I'm gonna say I was able to do.
Silas tries to walk past and slams right into you. What are you doing? Nothing. I tripped. Just. Is there anything you guys need at this moment?
So Ingo heard
Good.
me.
I don't know. Did you hear her?
I heard her start to say something until
Ah,
what's the thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
Silas ran into you.
I'm gonna say, Ingo, can you hear me? I was able to sew it in.
Okay. You might want to head outside and dispel yourself so you can come inside.
I can't. The doors will open. You have to guide me.
Okay. Ingle looks to Nim. I'm gonna go grab some fresh air real quick, and heads outside. And we'll just say I walk outside.
Okay. The doors
And
open up.
I open the door, but I leave it open for a little longer than normal, so she could
Okay.
follow behind me.
I run right after him.
And then
Okay.
I close the door. And then I say, and then when the door's closed, I say, softly, all right, Lena, go ahead and find a spot so you can dispel your invisibility so you can come back in.
There is one guard standing to the left as you kind of walk down the steps. He stands to the left there, and the woman is kind of kneeled over on the right hand side.
Where can I dispel it? Like, can I go back to the thing?
I mean, you can dispel it in the street, but just letting you know of where they're placed.
I wanna go into an alleyway where there's no one, like, floating around.
Okay. If you want, I can show you an alley. I'm going to show you an alley.
Yeah?
Okay. So, come back over to the thing.
One second.
So, literally right over here.
I'm gonna dispel invisibility.
Okay. You are now visible again.
Did Ingo went back in?
Angle hasn't said anything. He's just still standing there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting outside for you to show up. I'm like, oh, hey.
I should go in first. I should go in first. Okay.
Okay. Ingle heads back inside.
Okay. Fetching all players. Okay. Angle goes back in. You see Silas kind of lean over. Is everything okay?
I forgot to bring me.
Yes, great.
Are you going
great.
inside, Lena?
Yeah, I forgot to click and grab them.
Don't worry, I'll bring it in.
Thanks.
There you go. Doors open up once more, and Lena steps through, immediately catching the attention of Fulton. As you see him, like, stop chewing and kind of take notice of the half-elf.
Can I get some ale?
Yeah. Yeah,
The
sure.
episodes outside is kind of depressing.
Gives you a mug of ale.
Thank you. And a
Okay.
drink.
Silas comes over. Do you guys need anything else?
You're good.
Okay. Perfect. Well, if you need anything else, let me know, okay?
For sure.
Silas! Yeah. Perfect as always. I'm very happy. Yeah, definitely, yeah, take care. Yes, I'll see you when I get back. Okay? And he kind of walks over and kind of says, not even tapping Lena's shoulder, I hope to, see you too. As he turns and
Oh.
walks away. Oh, do you say something to him?
No, I was just like speechless. I
Oh.
turned around and I was like, oh. That.
Before he turns away, he kind of like winks at you, and then makes his way
my.
to the door.
Oh my. Oh geez.
oh gosh. Okay. What's that? Huh? What?
I
What?
said that works. That was so plump.
Oh.
I was just speechless, Nim. I didn't say anything. I just throw in a seed.
Be still, my beating heart.
Funny.
I guess I'll go put the book back.
And I still like not talk to them just to make sure. I just keep drinking my ale.
Oh,
This is good ale.
Silas kind of leans over and whispers to the entire party. So, what's the next step?
able to use that to track him later. Now we're down.
Okay. I'm sure you might need to see my brother about that.
Alright. Let's go see his brother.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Yeah, take care. And he kind of goes back to tending to his stuff. Okay. Are you going straight back to the palace? Okay. Let me just drop you in the
I'll
palace.
give them a head start.
Okay.
Just because Lane is paranoid.
So then everyone except for Lena, hold your pieces. Let me pull you in. See?
I didn't get pulled anywhere.
Eh.
Very dark.
Yeah, it is very dark.
Oh yeah, I need to.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There's like a lone little shack right here.
That's called the Love Shack. By
Yeah.
B52s.
Love shack,
Might be too
love shack.
up a bit higher.
Okay. Lane, are you staying behind for a particular reason?
Just paranoid that Alta might come back and see us together.
Okay. As they've already made their way back to the palace, it's been about, I'd say about 15 minutes.
Oh no, I just give them like 5 minutes head start.
Oh, then you would be with them then. Blink. As you approach, the king again directs you to place your weapons to the side, and then immediately directs the guards to once again leave. Is everything taken care of?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, I guess your next stop is... Okay. You see him call out to one of his guards, and they kind of scurry over in order to see what the king, or the lord needs, not king. Yes, sir. Please, we need some arrangements for quick transportation. Horse? No, we need to travel by other means. Oh, yes, of course, sir. You seem
Sir,
kind of...
we take horses to the portal in order to ride back from the temple, or are we gonna get horses there, ride back?
I would say that to go through the mountains using the quickest route would need to be by foot.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the pass is not that safe nor sturdy for a horse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. But upon your... and he kind of like peers over at the other guard that's standing next to him. Upon your next visit, horses can be arranged.
All right.
And then he kind of nods to the guard, and the guard turns and kind of makes his way.
Thank you so much for all of your help.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
When
This
we
is,
see Seeker Ama, we'll let her know that you know.
and I have not made such the correct specifications, but there are trees in front of the palace. I'll just drop one in now. So, almost within about 5 or so minutes, having told the plans to the guard, he returns with another individual that somewhat resembles a companion that might be a little bit familiar, as this wizard kind of appears from almost out of nowhere and greets you. Hello. I heard you might need some of my skills in order to get somewhere. I'm currently putting a tree down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So the wizard stands in waiting.
Yeah. We get to
Yep.
the raindrop temple.
Ah, yes. I can arrange that. With your permission, my lord. Yes, please. Okay. I guess come with me. He kind of makes his way. Are those yours?
Already picked the last time we left, but
Yeah.
No.
right.
I was saying that you guys come in, drop your stuff in the corner, and the guards leave
oh.
again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then yes, pick it up. Pick it up.
Okay.
Then yes. Picks up things.
He comes over. Sorry, not wizard. Freaking druid. Doinky doinks. The druid, not wizard. He begins casting a spell on the tree and kind of taking a moment to envision another tree that is quite a considerable distance away. He focuses his attention and goes through with his spell in order to. Let's do this guy. No. Yeah. Okay. So the tree kind of in the trunk itself starts kind of melting away the bark, and it reveals kind of what it looks like, another forest with a couple of rocks, and you hear the sounds of birds, you hear kind of um, music being played, and it seems as though it's a passage to another location. If you don't mind.
Right. Go.
Yep. Please hurry, it's gonna close soon.
Go do it.
And Yermangan kind of slithers in really fast. And just as Yermangan finishes passing through, the tree on the other side closes and nearly catches his tail.
Ooh.
With that, yeah, it's only lasts 6 seconds. With that, let's go over. Let me find the.
Change boards.
Yes, I need to find it first. Give me 2 shakes. No, that's not the one. Not Targos. Nightstone? Oh, no. That's another map. Oh, that's our chi now. That's Logio. Is it Turtles? Hey, where is it? My God. Mm-hmm. Why can't I find it? I swear to God if I deleted it. Uh, cool. Found it. Mine. Oh, I need to hide everything. 2 seconds.
It's been 2 seconds.
No! How dare you? Wow, there's so much on this map. Alright. Everyone, if you guys can start coming over to... Say it slower, more. Come on. If you guys can start coming over to the map extras, that'd be great. Oh my god, there's so much stuff.
Circus for back yet.
Yeah. Uh-huh. This is where I did a lot of building and then transferred over and yada yada. Everything hidden. Perfect. Okay, let me drop you guys in. Let me change the time of day, Jesus. Oh, it's... yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, as you guys get thrown in, let's put in Yamaga. Throw in laners. Throw in Schmingle Schmangle. And Nim. Perfect. Okay, you guys managed to pop out of one of the many trees in the area. Right there. Perfect. And this wall kind of goes along this way.
That was.
Okay, you guys are now here.
Let's get going.
Um,
You have 3 days
we-
from now to get back to Tordia.
can we continue next session?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get you guys in front of the
It looks
temple.
nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
The
Awesome.
falls, the
I'm so
trees.
happy.
Picture.
I'm so
Mhm.
happy. This was all like, I think I made this, Jesus, like a year, maybe a year and a half ago. And I was waiting for you guys to make it to Teardrop Temple.
Is it
Have it in
raindrop?
another look.
Or Raindrop, yeah, Raindrop. Huh?
You originally have it in another.
Nope. Always here. Always, I mean,
Just
on the
building.
map, it was always in the same location. But in terms of, like, on which map this is, that's confusing. It was always going to be in the same, like, location in the world, but in which map was the difference. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Right there, perfect. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. I want to take this because, like, my whole thing was I want to lift it up like 1 or 2 blocks a little bit higher. So then
Yeah.
there's actually a little bit of a pond.
Yeah, I mean, gonna have time to do that before.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye bye, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Bye YouTube. Subscribe.
So yeah, it would look like this in the middle. Bye, YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Off now. Bye.